Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Saturday Night Insanity.
Hey.
We're here to be
I'm
entertaining and exciting.
I'm entertaining and exciting.
Don't you feel me?
Okay.
I touch myself to pictures of your mother.
You're not mad, and you should stop trying to be mad.
I touch your mother to pictures of myself.
Ooh, very nice.
What the fuck is wrong with my friends?
You hate some of us. You are annoyed by the rest of us. We don't give a either.
Yeah. Ooh, it's been one of them weeks. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
I'm happy to announce that the submissions are back up on geeky.com.
Submissions.
You can submit things to geeky.com again.
So, if you want to contribute to geeky.com and actually be somewhat consistent with it, now you can. Maybe.
Also, you know, I'm not. It's technically you're not allowed to say that you should click on ads, right? So I never say that you should click on ads on our site. And honestly, I don't want you to click on ads at least once every day on our site. But if you should ever feel the inclination to click on ads once every day on our site, you know, go ahead and do that if you want to. But I'm not allowed to tell you to do something like that.
If it's a product that you're genuinely interested in, and given that it's geeky stuff, it's probably stuff you're interested in, so you may feel inclined to check it out.
I'm not going to tell you to do it, though. You do whatever you want.
I'm not going to tell you to click on my ads every 3 hours at 6, 12, and 3 every day.
You guys are so going to just... you're so shameless. I gotta go check on my potatoes. I'll be right back.
I'm not selling out.
To summarize, what we're trying to tell you here is, if for whatever reason you like looking at ads, you know what? More power to you, although I don't know anybody who does. But, you know.
There's got to be someone who gets actually turned on by
just go for it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You should be our fan.
I support any endeavor to either not look and click on ads or do that. But
I'm not supposed to tell you that. I'm not supposed to ask you for donations, but we do have a button on the site for those who want to donate of any denomination or value. If it's a big value, and you want recognition, I will gladly give you a slot on Movie Gangbang, or if it's a lot, even a spot on Saturday Night Insanity. I'm just saying that is an option for large donations.
Why aren't we on Patreon yet, motherfucker?
I don't know, why isn't he on Patreon yet, motherfucker?
Why aren't you?
I don't have no. It doesn't benefit somebody like me who has just over 300 subs, which you should totally, if you want to like me, subscribe page. But
you don't have to. But, yeah.
No, of course not. Of course
it's an option, and we're letting you know about the option.
But someone like Sean, who has over 14,000 subscribers right now, it would make a big difference because he would have enough. I would probably get 2 or 3 users who would donate $1 each, and then I get $3 a month for $3 a video.
Yeah. Why isn't Sean on Patreon? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
That's a good question. I keep meaning to do something with that and keep forgetting and not being motivated enough to do so.
Well, you wait long enough, you'll just get to be ponied into fucking YouTube's tip system because apparently they're going to be doing a tip jar thing.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
I like that idea.
I think it's funny. I bet you Google or YouTube attempted to buy Patreon. Patreon said no, and so Google's just going to do it anyway on their own in time. See, they want to just make it easy and buy Patreon or whatever. That's what they do, you know.
Yeah.
Instead of upgrading their system, it's just easier to buy someone else's and integrate it.
Yeah, kind of like what Microsoft does. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what any big business does.
Yeah.
Why make it yourself if you can acquire it unless you have some burning need to fuck someone over, you know?
So that's what you're thinking, is like they may have tried like made an offer.
I am just speculating.
Said no. So they're going to do like a tip jar kind of thing.
Yeah, they're doing their own tip jar. Yeah.
D-Large is annoyed his 9-volt battery died after he did strange things with it. Well, I'm very sorry, but in the future, perhaps don't do strange things to us.
Yeah.
This man has a point. He is wise beyond his years.
Also, you might want to get checked, make sure that you have not ingested any battery acid.
Yes. That would be terrifying and painful.
Yeah. So, I got my horror block in this week.
Uh-huh.
And it came with a t-shirt that, oh, fuck you. It came with a t-shirt that said, 1-2, Freddy's coming for you, which is pretty cool. And then it came with this little NES. We discovered it was an NES Jason. The Jason from the NES game.
Cover for the game, the inside game. So,
pretty
cool.
This, the bicycle girl from Walking Dead. So you see, she stands on her spine here.
What?
Well, look at the screen.
Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
She has no legs.
Awesome. Well, she's the bicycle girl.
Yeah.
So
she doesn't have a bicycle either.
Sorry. Are you done? Just I didn't mean to talk over
I have a few more things to show.
Okay, more
got stickers.
Yay, stickers.
Nice pinhead.
What's the Leatherface one so bad?
Those are pretty cool.
Leatherface one right down there, yeah.
I like the pinhead.
It's like that remember that the 80s cartoon one you got? It's like that, same company.
Oh, okay.
Soap that turns blood red when you use it.
Nice. Halloween soap. I actually did something similar with one of my Halloween soap dispensers this week. Decided to slowly start bringing out the Halloween stuff, and it's going to be a Halloween wonderland by the time October hits. But I have one that looks like a little ghost. So I got this soap refill that's like red raspberry soap, and put it in the ghost. So it's like you squirt it out and it's all red and
nice.
Raspberries.
That's cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I
got a pumpkin one too. I'm going to do something similar.
In addition, I got a copy of Rumorg magazine. That's it.
Rumorg! Yay!
What else we got? Me, Justin, and
just one
Jeff
second.
all have our director's copy of Iron Sky.
Fuck! I thought I was getting one of those.
You are. You're in Canada. Chill.
Okay, so it's coming.
Everything takes so much longer to get to Canada.
Wait a minute, is that a steelbook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shitballs, Batman.
Beautiful steelbook.
Thank you, Iron Sky guy. I look forward to that very much.
He was originally going to send us signed copies, but instead we got steelbooks. I'm okay with the trade-off, honestly.
It's okay. I was going to say, you mentioned Rue Morgue. The producer who occasionally hires me to do music for stuff knows one of the guys who founded Rue Morgue and runs it. So he said if I ever do any like horror stuff and want it to be pimped out, he knows a guy who can hook me up. Some Rue Morgue action. So pretty cool.
This is a really nice steelbook.
Cool.
Yeah.
It is super nice.
That looks really sexy. Yeah. I look forward to that. I gotta go check on my food again.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what else to make. I don't have mushrooms, but I'm making steak and potatoes. That may be it. I don't know. We'll see.
Steak and potatoes.
Sauce on it. Call it a day.
Steak and potatoes works.
I'm hungry. I'm also kind of stoned, so.
So, everybody in the chat, I have a question. That strange guy asked, is the director cut of Iron Sky better than the movie? We don't know yet. We have not seen it. We are waiting to watch it with the director again, maybe, if he still wants to do the commentary, because he said he would like to do another commentary with us when we got the director's cut. So we are waiting for Timo to respond.
We're waiting for Sean to get his copy also.
That's true. So.
Because he doesn't have Netflix either, because he's a loser like that. I missed last week. I don't know. Ojanix, why don't you go back and watch it? It's on Sean's channel. Or you can go to the archive and see it where it's archived here on geeky.com. There you go.
We've been wondering what we should do with the site. We're trying to decide whether or not to make any changes to it. And I would like to ask everyone in the chat if they have any ideas what they would like to see on geeky.com. In terms of, do you want to see more written content? If you do want to see more written content, do you want it to be shorter or do you want it to be longer? Would you rather see pictures, stuff like that? But just like with the whole ad thing, where if you wanted to, you could click an ad once a day on geeky.com. You don't have to. You don't have to.
I picked up some goodies this week too. My money came in a little bit early. When did it come in, actually? Expecting it.
Geeky porn. Thanks for the advice for a minute. Honestly, I just wanted to know if you missed the movie or cable it. You think would be good. Well,
I can't remember. I think I showed. Did I talk about some of this stuff last week? I can't remember. No, actually, I don't think I did. Did I?
Well, I can't. I don't know what you're about to show, so I don't know.
Stuff, things and stuff. All right. Well, I'll talk about them anyway. I don't think I did actually. I think I talked about them. Like I talked about them a little bit in our Sherlock viewing or something, but I didn't actually show anything. So you just have to take my word for it that I got these things that I got. I did. So I've watched some of them this week. There's still a few I have not watched yet. But let's take a look-see here. All right, here we go. So DVDs, apparently not an Amazon exclusive after all. You probably heard about this or saw me mention on the Facebook page. We got Transformers Animated, the complete series. Yay!
Yes,
Yay!
I think you did actually mention this last week.
Probably. Well, you can just bear with me again. Also got Doctor Who, the Moon Base, which I actually watched the other day. They animated the 2 missing episodes with the original audio tracks and did a really nice job of it. I really liked it a lot. I always really liked that story. It was one of the first 60s Cyberman stories I ever experienced in the form of the novelization, which I saw many, many moons ago. We got From Beyond, Scream Factory.
Cool.
Body Bags, John Carpenter, Scream Factory. Cool. Office Space with the new slipcover. It's the.
That's right. We went over this the other day.
I want that slipcover.
I don't think we were live though. Right.
Yeah, I said it wasn't live. It's
finally picked up Jackass 3. Just watched it last night. Freaking hilarious. Loved it. The 3D version is only.
Best one yet, I think.
The 3D version, sadly, is only Anaglyph 3D. However, as I was watching the 2D Blu-ray, I noticed that a lot of the 3D sequences they did in slow motion, which I think works a lot better because it gives your eyes a little bit of extra time to adjust, so you see the depth and everything a lot more. So I checked it out on the Anaglyph DVD, and it actually looks really good. In particular, the opening and closing sequence worked really, really well. Specifically, if you use the glasses that come with it, because they are specifically colored to match the colors in the video, and it works really well. If they were put a Blu-ray 3D version of that, it's going to be fucking spectacular. They really did some cool stuff with the 3D.
That's because their budget didn't allow them to do all 3D cameras. So
Yeah,
like
there's a few.
some of the stunts are also older material too. So
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. Most of it is 3D. Like I don't know, they might have post-processed some of it, but the stuff
it's
that
post-processed. Yeah.
the stuff that they actually filmed, they used the Phantom camera, which allows them to do like super high speed
1,000 frames
frame rate, 1,000 frames a second. And they did some really cool slow-mo stuff. I mean, it was funny, but it was also just really cool to see.
Yeah.
Really well done. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Face like deforming, like
yeah, like people would get like hit in the face, and sounds like
the whole face like shifts. Like I saw a guy punch straight, and his face goes. His face and eye holes, everything slid for a second and popped out.
I know.
Like, whoa!
Yeah, they had like
Jesus!
The guy's getting clocked with the boxing glove, and one guy getting shot in the side of the face with a dildo, and
oh, the dildo was great.
The dildo stuff.
The boxing glove, the face like practically deforms.
It does, yeah.
Crazy.
And then of course with Jackass 3, you also got to get Bad Grandpa. I watched this the other day too, and also freaking hilarious. Really, really good. It's basically the character of Irving Zisman in full-length feature, and it's actually got a story to it. Like it's actually a proper movie with a plot, and they have like the hidden camera stuff, as moments in the story. It's quite funny. Have you finally watched the actual movie, Brandon?
I have not. I saw that clip. I saw that specific prank, if you will. When one day I walked into the living room and my parents were watching it because they love Jackass too.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's hilarious.
Fucking awesome. And I sat there, I'm standing there, and then the whole shirt thing happens. I fucking died.
Was that in the restaurant? The one in the restaurant? Yes. I know.
Yeah, you're like, oh god.
I just love how
funny.
so many of the setups in those, the reactions of people are those of just absolute abject pure horror.
Right?
Like it's not even that they're mad or like shocked, they're just completely in a state of stunned disbelief that they just saw what they saw.
Whoa.
It's fantastic. So then finally picked up Man of Steel 3D because it was on sale for like $20, which is way less than it usually goes for. So I got that. I don't know what you can sort of see the 3D-ness of the cover there. Have not watched it yet. Have no opinion. Also picked up Jonah Hex because I've been wanting to see it for a while. I've always been interested in this character, even though I've not read any of the comics. I've just been fascinated by what little I've seen of the character. There's a really great animated short that accompanied one of the DC Universe animated movies. Honestly, I don't know. This is another one. I don't know why this gets so much hate. I actually thought it was kind of fun, and Josh Brolin was pretty much perfection as Jonah Hex. I mean, he's just fantastic. But I mean, I don't think I could ever not like Josh Brolin. I think he's just an awesome actor. And then I picked up Taken because this Blu-ray has been going for $5 forever, and thought it was about time I checked it out. A lot of people say it's their all-time favorite Liam Neeson movie.
You got a good Taken, but you got the wrong one.
What do you mean I got the wrong one?
You didn't get the one done by Spielberg.
What? Oh, that. You and your alien abduction movies. And then, because as most of you know, I enjoyed Ender's Game so much, I was kind of waffling on which one to read next in the series. Could go in publication date and go with Speaker for the Dead. Instead, I decided to go sort of in continuity order and read the parallel story, Ender's Shadow, which focuses on Bean, who is a character that I really liked from the original book. So I started reading that. I'm in the about 100 pages in. I'm really enjoying it. And then I also I've had my eye on this one for a while, another video game prequel story. We got BioShock Rapture. So this is the story of how Rapture came to be and how it fell. So basically leads right up to the events of the beginning of the original game. And then finally, picked up a compilation of all the early appearances of Rocket Raccoon and Groot. in preparation for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming out a little later this summer. So, yeah, good times, lots of good stuff. And I gotta go check on my food, so I'll be back in just a moment.
Hold on. Grillington earlier said, geez, took me 8 minutes to sign on. Anyways, I like ads. They're cool, even though they're slackers. Just like their fathers. They were slackers too. Every time I click on ads, I feel like I'm giving fucking the right in the pussy.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's brilliant. Long tirade and then fuck right in the pussy. So, I got the new ham and cheese hot pockets in the croissant crust, and I guarantee right now, it smells fucking amazing.
Really, the croissant?
Because the croissant crust.
Here, you know.
No, croissant crust. It's not the croissant. It's not egg, cheese, and ham. It's ham and cheese in the croissant crust. It's fairly new, bro. Fairly new. Because they've been using the old shitty buttery crust. It's one of these. It's the weird, like, diamond-shaped one.
Yeah, no, I've seen those since the 90s.
Well, good for you. No, you haven't seen those. Those are fairly new in the last couple of years. You haven't seen the fucking triangular crust since the 90s.
I have,
Shit,
actually. I'm
bullshit.
not fucking around. I've seen those for a while, man.
No. Yeah,
I'm not kidding
15
you.
years, no.
I'm not.
The 90s was 15 years ago, you old shit.
Yes.
They were
it's been
barely
around
fucking
that
making
long.
headway at that point. Even no. Hot Pockets have been around for like since like what 87, I think. Look, 'cause I'm curious. Oh my God, Internet! Could you go any slower?
Croissant crust, formerly called croissant pockets. Yes, they were called croissant pockets.
They're different than the croissant pockets. I don't give a crap what they say.
They're the
Those
same.
things crusts were so thick. No, croissant pocket. Anybody will back me up. The old croissant pockets, you would get less material, less food inside because the crust is so fucking thick. Anybody will back me up on that shit. That's fucking. That I remember being angry at that shit.
All right, I just have to note. I love that you're basically being don't talk shit about hot pockets.
Yeah, fuck you. Stop being shitty to my hot pockets.
Oh God.
Okay.
And thank you, D-Large.
There you go.
We'll very much appreciate it. Stream was frozen for a few seconds.
Which one? Who?
No,
No.
just for Bluto. It's fine.
Okay.
I have nothing running, so other than this.
Odinix said it's been a slow news week this week, so instead let's bitch about racism in Akira.
Oh my God!
Here, let me find the article to get everybody up to speed
Oh.
here. Boy, did that ever spark a lot of
It's
rage.
so racist.
It really is. Okay,
It's
here we
so
go.
racist.
Here we go. Okay, shush. Let me read it here to everybody. All right. So this is an article from comicsalliance.com. I reposted it on the Facebook page earlier this week. Now, as we know, we've been all like, "Oh my God, please don't let it happen," regarding the Americanized, whitewashed remake, live-action proposed remake of Akira. Everything we've heard about it just makes it sound like shit. Well, it reached an all-new low this week. The director, who is connected to it, Jaume Colette Serra, says,
Sarah?
yeah, says while promoting what's surely a startlingly insightful drama about richly textured character portraits trapped on a CGI plane with Liam Neeson and a bomb or something, director Jaume Collet-Serra stopped talking about Non-Stop long enough to remark that his next project might be the on-again, off-again, on-again, off-again, on-again, off-again live-action adaptation of Akira. The director hopes to expand a whitewashed version of the story into a trilogy, despite the fact that he doesn't actually like the characters at the heart of the most iconic Japanese comic book and animated film ever to be released in the United States, or believe that strong characters are even to be found in Japanese culture. Created by Katsuhiro Otomo first as a brilliant manga, then later as an industry-shaking anime, Akira is an indelibly Japanese story of super science, politics, and youth in revolt set against a post-apocalyptic version of Tokyo. Its main characters are Kaneda and Tetsuo, two motorcycle gang members and the best of friends until the latter is cursed with uncontrollable powers that manifest as ultra-violent expressions of his crippling self-loathing and jealousy. Otomo explores apocalyptic themes in the series in a way that only a Japanese creator could, telling the story of a conflicted, corrupt, and desperate city born out of a catastrophic event that explicitly recalls the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Everything about the story is informed by the Japanese people's struggle to redefine their nation in the post-war era, including the frequently shocking nihilism and violence of its young protagonists. The prospect of an American production of Akira has been a controversial one since it was first announced that Warner Brothers inked a seven-figure deal for the rights back in 2008, particularly because the studio wished to cast it with distinctly non-Japanese actors like Garrett Hedlund, Gary Oldman, Kristen Stewart, and Helena Bonham Carter. As George Takei pointed out very famously, such a production is not just an ill-conceived idea, but a potentially offensive one as well, given the profound cultural impact of the original work and the continuing underrepresentation of Asian Americans in Western film. Indeed, for many Otomo readers around the world, such a movie would constitute the greatest possible insult. Except for maybe what Collet-Serra had to say this week when he was asked about the project's status while promoting his latest film. Quote, from Coming Soon, says, if you were going to do it in live action, one would hope you would bring something new to the table. What is it you're bringing specifically that is going to make it yours? Collet-Serra, I hope that I can bring strong characters. In the original source material, I don't think the main characters are the protagonists. What I'm hoping is to bring characters. The director added, nobody's interesting. Tetsuo's interesting because weird shit happens to him, and Kaneda is so two-dimensional. That's part of the Japanese culture. They never have strong characters. They're used as a way to move the other philosophy forward. Well, I suppose the director of Liam Neeson's Unknown would know something about two-dimensional characters. It might seem like Collet-Serra's remarks are confusing and unfairly harsh. After all, why would a filmmaker dedicate several years of his life to a project, ideally 3 projects, based on a cultural literature he does not respect, featuring characters he doesn't like? No. Really. Why?
See, they unfairly insulted a Liam Neeson movie, and you can't insult Liam Neeson. Okay?
They were angry.
He should have said,
It's okay.
Shush. No, they should have said, brought to you by House of Wax, starring Paris Hilton.
Yes. That is the example right there. Because I understand Unknown isn't that bad of a movie, and that's fine. You know, you want to do...
So that's the thing.
And apparently he did the Orphan also, and that was pretty good. So.
Yeah.
But the House of Wax is a good reference because if we're going to be talking about a remake or a reboot movie of Akira, then
here's an example.
Previous remake and reboot.
Here's an example of why this guy in particular should not do a remake.
Where's the It was one of the worst remakes anyone has ever seen, bar none, period.
Especially since the original is such a classic Vincent Price film.
Yeah, House of Wax, the original was amazing.
Love
the remake felt cool for about 20 minutes. That's about it. 20 minutes total film. We were just like, this is cool. It's not interesting. It's not good. It's just kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then Paris Hilton talked, and like,
it became less cool.
Okay.
I think my food is done. I'll be back. Carry on. Will return.
Geek said, "Is there a slap or punch the director in the face button anywhere?" And D-Large said, "Maybe that should be a new feature on the Geeky site."
Wow. Just a flash hammer gets slapped. Certain.
Fuck yeah.
It tells you what they did wrong. You know, ability to slap directors in the face and throw poop on them. No, stab them and then put poop in their wounds.
We can put it on the sidebar. Yeah. That'd be brilliant.
And every time they click on it, it actually brings up an ad. Duh.
No. We don't want people to play a flash game on the side of our fucking sidebar, on our sidebar, that goes to an ad, because otherwise they're just going to think it's an ad. Because it will be an ad. We want it to be fun. Right? Maybe. But
No.
This guy, first of all, I have to clear this up. This article that Sean was reading was written in February, so it's been like 5 months since this revelation apparently came to light, and I didn't even know about it. And since then, there's been like zero progress or zero news about the Akira remake. I checked. I looked on Google. There really wasn't much of anything. And part of me is glad about that, but it's just like, why? Why would you hire somebody who doesn't even like the source material that he has to work with to fucking remake a movie?
Here's the thing, and they're like, oh, they signed a seven-figure deal in 2008 or whatever, right? Yeah, but that's been in fucking development hell since 1996. Okay, with other studios.
Now, I've heard people saying that they could do what they've done with the new Godzilla movie with it, and it wouldn't be bad. But the problem with the new Godzilla movie is, yes, it pays respect in some sort of way, in the way that it's, I don't want to say the way that it's shot, but like the progression of the story and everything. It does show a lot of respect for the original Godzilla story. Right. But the problem is, we've already seen not a million, but we've seen a lot of American Godzilla movies, right? Or at least Godzilla movies that were taken from Japan. That's a beautiful steak.
It looks like a face.
Very healthy steak eating.
With melted butter pupils.
No, what I was saying is like, the new Godzilla movie worked because there were so many other Godzilla movies out there. The last one that we got in America was '98.
It's horrible. Oh, yes.
Now, there's nothing like that for Akira. The last thing we saw of Akira was the movie.
Yes.
So
and
just
an
go
occasional
from
play
that movie
releases throughout the years
to the offensive fucking American version, even if you were to pay any kind of respect, it just would not work, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because there hasn't been enough time. There haven't been enough years that have gone by since the last fucking movie. And there haven't been enough different kind of Akira things in progress.
In the public,
in the American
public conscious, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The public consciousness.
Now, the other thing is Akira is distinctly Japanese. Godzilla is uniquely Japanese, and you can translate Godzilla. You cannot translate with any efficiency Akira to an English setting, an American setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, one of the problems I have with one of the main characters is like an American, or I don't know if he's an American, he's at least an Americanized kind of general army character, Yeah. And he shows up a lot in like the second, third, and fourth book.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like central to the fucking story. And him being an American and being the bad guy because he's the American is central to the fucking point of the story.
Yeah.
So if you're going to have that, it sounds like they're trying to make it into 3 movies, that they're going to have that, then Who are you going to have be the big bad American character when you're centered in America?
Yeah.
Korean, obviously.
And Asian. Wouldn't that be the ultimate affront? Just totally reverse it.
Yeah. There's no way you can do that.
I would laugh so hard if anything like a North Korean.
And honestly, that's the only thing that I've agreed with to this point. The one thing I've agreed with is that if they were going to do a live-action CGI Akira movie, it would have to be 3 movies. Otherwise,
yes, absolutely.
You're not going to get everything from the stories. You're just going to get as much as you did from the original movie.
Well, you know what? You're still not going to get everything. I mean, it's 6
massive... Yeah, but you're not going to be able to fit the whole story in there without at least 3 movies. I would say that you could do it 4, maybe. But knowing Hollywood, they're only going to give you 3. If you're lucky. If the first 2 do well.
Yeah.
What really pissed me off was that after I ranted about this on Facebook, my brother came in and it was like, well, I agree with this guy, actually. I didn't feel like the characters of Akira were interesting at all. The only thing I liked were the fucking the motorcycles and the artwork. That was great, but the rest of it was boring.
Yeah, but it's not that he said that, because that's an opinion about one movie. It's that he said Japanese characters, there are no strong Japanese characters. That's what he said. He generalized a very negative statement. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem we have about this.
Well, here,
a gross misstatement.
He says, and I quote, "That's part of the Japanese culture. They never have strong characters."
Now, he could have been trying to make a
physically
point about something.
Yeah.
But
he probably was.
Just saying it that way is so fucking offensive. Like, really?
And part of it is the culture he's from.
Yeah.
It's different. They have a different code of like what's so
Hollywood. He strikes me as the kind of guy who fucking grew up in this Hollywood culture to a certain degree.
He's a Spanish director from Spain, though, so he still has his social things where they're openly like negative like that about races. Yeah. That's just how they are. It's not like they're like that with everybody, including themselves. You know, it's weird. It's hard to explain. But when you bring it here, excuse me. You know, being in America, he doesn't know how that these things are taboo. So he may have been speaking strictly that they never have physically strong characters, right? But that's also not true. But I mean, he could be thinking that, and he just worded it badly because English is not his first language. He's a Spanish director, you know. So,
well, yeah, you could be saying that, like, Japanese, they never have a certain kind of character. That he might be thinking of a certain kind of character that he wants to see, and he just said strong because that's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah. It might have been a slip of the tongue, but even then, it's kind of offensive, you know?
Yeah, my reaction was, well, this guy can go eat a bag of dicks.
Yep, and then I proceeded to post several bag of dicks photos on his
Okay, God bless you.
God bless Google and its numerous selections. There are so many.
I like the random. You wouldn't download a bag of dicks.
I really hope this movie never actually happens. That would make me happy. It's going to. I said it earlier. I said it. If anybody in America is going to direct this movie, there's only one substitute that I will accept. There is only one director that I will accept for an Akira movie, and that is Guillermo del Toro, because he's already shown that he can do stuff like that. That he can take stuff that was originally from a Japanese culture,
uniquely Japanese,
great, yes, make it great for an American audience, and make it something that sells to audiences all over the world. This guy is the only guy that we know can fucking do it. So he's the only guy who I would trust.
And he's respectful to the original source material, too.
Yeah.
He would
You
be,
know?
yeah.
But in the perfect world, I'd love to see Studio Ghibli do something like that. They're not going to, ever.
That'd be cool. I'll be back. I have another steak.
Studio Ghibli. Why Studio Ghibli? Why does it always have to be flowery and emotional? Why can't it sometimes be a little bit darker than that?
Huh? Were you talking to me?
No, it's just
No, because I was totally. I did that 1,000-yard stare, but I was like staring at my thumb. I was like, my thumb. I couldn't finish the sentence. I kept saying my thumb over and over again in my head. Like I just wanted to say something to it or whatever.
Oh yeah, the film Akira. Oh, the fan film. Yes, I think I have actually. I have seen. I was gonna say like the original Akira movie obviously was very
I have not seen it yet.
influential, and that's what I tried to tell my brother too. I was like, you do realize that this movie influenced pretty much all of '90s anime, which is the anime that you fell in love with. You have Akira to thank for that.
It's interesting is I think the only way to do an Akira. Here's what I think: an Akira movie, if you want to make it as respectful as possible to the source material, you ignore the source material and use the idea and the subtext of the source material to make a movie distinctly American about a post 9/11 dystopia.
What?
You know, that's how you do it. I said the only way to make a respectful Akira film is to ignore the story from the comics completely, and instead take what the subtext of it is and make a new movie about that subtext, but transposed to post 9/11 dystopia America. If you had to set it with Americans, then you don't fucking call it Akira.
Yeah.
But you get it working around in the nerd news that it's the American Akira with a different name and a whole new story, and I guarantee you people will go see it because they know it'll get around. You know.
Yeah, but they won't trust that.
Yeah, but see,
for the name,
they want the marquee value. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this was popular and made money. We better steal it and use that name and shit. And fuck it up to make it more palatable to our stupid American audiences.
It would be fine if we just trusted the audience. But.
Yeah.
Who was
Breeding idiots in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Your country too, honestly.
Roth asked if you've seen the Akira fan film.
Yes. It's fantastic.
I'm the only one who hasn't. Okay.
You should see it.
There's
It's
a link.
fantastic. Yep.
We're 6 days away from Apes on Horses, says Raptor Rivera.
Yay!
Woo!
Awesome.
Oh.
Rise of the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes of the
Of the period.
yes. Stupid American audience.
Oh, Rob. Just so you know, that stupid American audience is stupid Western culture. That includes Germany, France, Britain, Australia.
Yeah.
Trust me, Western culture is the fault, not just Americans.
I mean, I honestly don't know if it's stupidity or just completely self-centeredness and fucking
We breed it in our people.
not making any attempt to learn anything about other cultures or give a damn about any other culture. Yeah, I think that's
The
what it is.
Remaker says, what if they did a live-action Inhumanoids movie? That could be twistedly awesome if they did that right. Mm-hmm. I would
And
love to
humanoid
see
is
that.
American, isn't it?
Yep.
So that makes total sense why that would work.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
Watch
look up
Phantom.
But
remakes that are held
very,
right now.
you know, lots of elements of like Cthulhu type stuff.
Alright, we can hang out. Be right back.
Ancient evil under the earth and stuff like that. They could make a really cool, like a really awesome movie if they did it right. Not see why not.
Never mind, I'm back until it finishes loading, apparently.
Is it loading?
The Akira fan film?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm looking at a list of remakes / reboots happening right now, so that we can get even more excited about.
Even more angry.
Reboots. The Crow.
Like a remake of the original story?
Stephen Norrington is calling it a reinvention.
Reinvention. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well.
Flight of the Navigator.
That's an okay one to remake, honestly. I'm okay with that one. So, deeply flawed film, but fun.
Oh, you're going to love this one. Gremlins.
No, I think I knew about that one already.
Honestly, if that happens, I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, if it actually comes out.
If
it does,
okay. Right?
Yeah, I think it's time for it to become a feature film.
It?
Yeah.
I think it's too big of a story to fit in a feature film.
I don't know.
I mean, they needed a 3-hour miniseries, and there's still a shit ton of stuff missing.
Yeah, but it worked.
It did. I think it's too big to be a feature film. Leave it as a miniseries. Move on.
They're doing Drop Dead Fred, which is interesting because Fred is dead.
Fred's dead, baby. Fred's dead.
And apparently, Russell Brand is going to be playing Fred in the remake.
That's a perfect casting? Holy
that
shit!
Is.
As much as I do not like Russell Brand, that works. That really fucking works.
As much as that remake doesn't need to happen because it wasn't even a highly reviewed movie in the first place. Not that many people liked it.
No, but it's got a huge cult following now after the fact.
Yeah.
It wasn't like when it came out. It was loved on home video.
Yeah.
It's a consistently strong echo from a lot of them.
That's true.
We're going to do a gangbang eventually of it. We have to. You know.
That's fucking crazy.
And Rick Mail.
I always thought it was boring as hell.
Rick Mail fans are gaga over that one.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a remake of Honey
Well, I've never seen it, and I consider myself a Rick Mail fan.
They're doing a remake of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That I knew.
Okay. That's been long enough. They can do something interesting with it, I think. Some remake makes them okay with.
Never-ending story.
Oh,
no.
See, that's okay then. The remaker says they're doing it as a 2-part prequel.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's fine then.
That means it'll be an hour longer, in fact, because each one could be like 2.5 hours or something.
Exactly. Oh, that'd be good.
Actually, I could see them doing good with this one because this one wasn't that good to begin with, in my opinion. But it's notable, and with the, Hollywood.
You better not be about to see Blade Runner.
No, and the CGI that they've got today, I bet you they can make a really good cliffhanger remake.
They're remaking Cliffhanger?
Yes.
Why don't you
use
CGI?
So hard? I don't know. Avalanches?
To make it more exciting because
It's
the first one wasn't.
Cliffs and snow and shit. You really need to
the cliff
fake
has to
that?
move like, the cliff has to move like water.
The new cliffhanger is going to be like Speed on mountains.
I'm surprised they haven't remade that yet either.
And they're going to play dun 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 dun.
Cliffhanger, so it'll be like a pulse-pounding chase up and down the rock wall at some fitness park.
They should totally get right and another shot at it.
Now that Leslie Nielsen is safely in the ground, they're remaking The Naked Gun.
Oh, what? What?
Please tell me Will Ferrell's attached to that. That could be hilarious. so bad.
Is there any indication who would be in it?
No.
I'll be very surprised if that happens.
They're making Scarface.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
that was a remake to
That
begin
one
with.
gets-
I was going to
yeah.
say, yeah, to be fair.
Oh, Sean's going to be happy about this one. They're remaking Weird Science.
Why would I care about Weird Science? It was okay.
Might be happy about this one. They're remaking Escape from New York. See, I knew that.
That just annoys me. Reminds me, when is that going to get a proper Blu-ray release, for fuck's sake?
Maybe when the
Never.
remake comes out.
That's why I had an upgrade.
Well, I still have my collector's edition DVD that has everything, so... That was a good release.
They're doing a remake? Oh, wait, yeah, I've heard about that, actually. It's a Wonderful Life.
Wonderful Life. Without Jimmy Stewart, pass.
Well, I mean, CGI. Jimmy Stewart.
CGI Jimmy Stewart. That's what we need.
What? They're doing a remake of Waterworld?
Yes! Yes!
What?
Yes!
That's gotta be a joke. I think
Oh
some
my
of these may
God.
not be fully confirmed.
Well, they could run the next Young remake on IMDb.
I'm going to read the Den of Geek one now.
Waterworld, I'd be okay with that. Honestly, I really would.
What? They're remaking Big Man Japan? They're going to probably Americanize that too, aren't they?
Really?
It'll be Big Man New York.
Big Man
Big
Japan.
Japan, USA.
The 2007 mockumentary comedy kaiju movie is something of a treat, telling the story of an ordinary man who becomes an outcast, in no small part down to his talent for turning into a gigantic hero to save Japan from lots of monsters. The U.S. remake has attracted Matt Manfredi and Phil Hay of Clash of the Titans and R.I.P.D. fame to write the script. There's been no formal green light yet or announcement of a director. Good, let's just let that die.
Or I think it'd be really cool to do a Waterworld remake with Kevin Costner as the villain.
Ooh, as one of the evil smokers.
Yeah, because he's getting old, so that works.
Do I hear Tank? Did Tank whisper in my ear? No, it's Dowd. You can be all excited because it's Tank, and it's not.
I'm just savoring this one.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
The Black
B-Large said-
Hole.
Oh, yeah, we knew
That's
about
old
that for a
news.
while now.
That's old news.
So,
To be
B-Large said,
fair,
what the hell?
hold on.
Oh, God, go.
To be fair, it would be done by the guy who did Tron Legacy.
Yeah. I see that.
So, as much as I love the original, I would be okay with seeing that remake, but it will not lessen my love of the original.
Just like Tron Legacy doesn't see it.
Exactly. Well, Tron Legacy is a proper sequel, which makes it even better.
Yeah, but it could also say that it's own. So, I mean, you know,
I
the
wouldn't
great
say
thing
it's the
about
same
it.
film. I wouldn't say it's the same film at all.
Sure,
It's not even close to the same film. What are you talking about?
No, I said it can stand on its own.
Oh, okay. I thought
Like
you were being
it doesn't
facetious.
need, you don't have to watch the previous film to understand what's
No.
going on and be rapidly edited. It tells you
Yeah.
everything you need in the movie.
Well, yes.
Cool.
It does.
Okay, so Duncan Large said, "What the hell? A remake of Waterworld? Am I the only one who likes that film?" Actually, you're looking at a bunch of people who like that film, but the director got most of it.
I thought it was okay. I think the main problem people had with it was the fact that it cost so much at the time. So you really don't see the money on screen. He's like, where did all the money go?
The first set that was sunk, the entire $50 million set they built, that sunk
right,
in a
yeah.
fucking hurricane
Mm-hmm.
days before shooting.
Yeah.
That's where the money went right there.
There you go. It went into the ocean.
Yep.
The other one's out here. I've heard about it. So.
Good. Fuck
Well, I
that.
feel like I've heard about this one, but I
Just
don't
think.
really remember it. Short Circuit.
Yeah,
That's pretty old
I
news.
seem to recall hearing about that one, you know. We were all like, what the fuck now?
Wait a minute. They're doing a remake of Suspiria?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. I think Guillermo del Toro or Sam Raimi is producing it, though, so it's in good hands.
Might be worth checking out, at least.
I want Cutthroat Island remake.
Cutthroat Island?
Yeah. There's a lot of potential in that movie that just got wasted on Rennie Harlan and fucking Gina Davis's romance.
Yeah, we really need a Fear.com remake by someone who actually knows how to direct a horror movie.
And who knows about websites?
And this time actually doesn't have 8 producers.
To be fair, I thought Fear.com was okay anyway.
I thought Fear.com as a concept had tremendous potential that was completely wasted by incompetent filmmakers.
Yeah. Or producer interference. I don't know. Maybe both.
Yes, way too many cooks in the kitchen. And the director didn't know how to direct a horror movie, clearly.
Spaceballs 3, The Search for Spaceballs 2.
Oh my god!
I like that.
Alright, I have a love-hate relationship with IO9. I typically hate them, but the person who wrote this article, I love you, I could kiss you. Because this is exactly the kind of articles, these are exactly the kind of articles that need to be hitting the web. Cutting genre movies that aren't sequels, remakes, or reboots.
Ah, there we go.
In other words, original content.
Oh my god, that still exists? Are you sure?
I bet, what's on that list? Let's see here. I bet you'll find one that's actually a remake.
Transcendence. Rover.
Just you gonna tell us what that means?
Transcendence came out this year.
Yeah.
It's basically Lawnmower. Rover is Guy Pearce and Rob Pattinson star of this near-future western set after the collapse of civilization. The man is chasing the gang that stole his last remaining possessions.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Alright, that sounds a little bit like Oblivion.
Oh no, I haven't seen Oblivion.
That's
a post-apocalyptic western. Post-apocalyptic western.
Yeah.
No, I'm cool with all that.
Yeah.
Need more of those.
Yes.
Jupiter Ascending. The Wachowskis are gambling big time on this weird
yeah.
fantasy in which Channing Tatum is a wolf boy protecting a cleaning person from the Queen of the Universe. What in the fuck?
yeah, no. You don't understand. The Wachowskis, they're like the most creative filmmakers in Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
And they're so fucking weird, and I don't even care because they put out consistent good stuff.
Yes.
Right, you know, they made The Matrix, right? And then they were dead for a few years, and then they did Speed Racer, and then they were just even longer period of quiet. And now they're 3 movies in 5 years, bam, 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 bam. You know.
Yeah.
Got the bug up their ass. They're making some movies.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
The creative juices are flowing.
Yes, I'm okay with that.
I think part of it is Lana finding herself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that helped
no doubt.
Big time.
Those first few years are really tumultuous.
Yeah.
Really tumultuous.
I believe it.
I have a friend who's going through gender reassignment, or not the surgery, but just going through the hormones and stuff like that, and she's she's going through a rough couple years here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transformative.
Yes.
But yeah, it seems like
mental toll.
But it's true. It seems like since then, as you say, they've just exploded with creativity. Suddenly, boom.
They found their form. Aren't they doing Edge of Tomorrow? Isn't that the?
Maybe. What else did they do? They did Ninja Assassin. And
Cloud.
Then,
no, they
Cloud
produced
Atlas.
Ninja Assassin.
Cloud
they
Atlas.
produced Ninja Assassin.
Oh, they produced Ninja Assassin. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas, Edge of Tomorrow, and now Jupiter 7. That's the 3 movies. Bam, bam, bam. You know. Yeah. Every other year, a movie comes out.
Still need to watch Cloud Atlas.
Yeah.
Just need to find 3+ hours to set aside.
It's just
Good
a
luck.
little bit over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really really fast paced. The 3 hours will melt away real quick.
Oh, I'm sure. I've got a bunch of movies that are in that time range that I need to find the time to watch.
It's like me and Alex were in the theater and we're watching it. The credits roll and we're like, "What?" I'm like, "What time is it?" It's like, "It's been 3 hours." I was like, "Holy shit!" Like
Well,
it literally so well
probably
paced.
longer than that because you got like 20 minutes of previews before the movie and
Exactly.
been there for a
It's
while.
very much worth it. It's very much worth it, though. Absolutely.
No, I have to.
So engaging. It's so good. It's
Nice.
one of my favorite movies from 2012.
Nice. I look forward to checking it out.
Apparently, they want to do a reboot of Twilight.
What? Okay, you cannot possibly adapt that story any better or more accurately than the existing films. Like.
And it just came out. It's not good.
And it just came out. Yeah, like, fuck that. Just let it go away. Forever.
Yeah, let's stop talking about this. It's just pissing me off.
All right, on to a new subject.
Hey!
So it's Speed Racer Jupiter Ascending, or Speed Racer Cloud Atlas Jupiter Ascending, and apparently they're starting a new show called
I'm
Sense8.
just gonna get a drink and some cookies or something. Yeah, cookies. I like cookies. Yes, cookies.
All you need is kill.
Cloud Atlas was fucking fantastic.
So fucking good.
Ah.
I need to get
Oh yeah,
some
cookies.
too.
Cookies. And get cookies.
Here, Meg.
Yeah. Just cookies. Okay.
The dog voice said, "Sean, what's your thought on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy film from 2005?"
Aspects of it were good. I thought Martin Freeman was perfectly cast as Arthur Dent. Really liked him a lot. I actually thought Mos Def was okay as Ford Prefect.
I liked him personally. I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
Mos Def, though.
Yeah. No, I thought he was good. As much as I like Sam Rockwell, I didn't like what they did with the character of Zaphod. I thought John Malkovich's character was unnecessary. The main problem I had with it is it seemed to be over Hollywoodized. Like there were aspects from the original story in there, and actually for my 42nd birthday we rewatched the BBC miniseries version, and the jokes are so meticulously planned, and the dialogue is so meticulously planned, and like there's a beginning and middle and end to every bit in the original story. And the thing that bugged me is I'm intimately familiar with the original radio play and TV version, a little bit with the books. So I was listening for a lot of those classic lines. And in the movie, it's like they would have half of them. They would like have half the spiel from the original story and then just stop. So it felt like everything was half done and half baked and unfinished and frustrating. Oh, and I thought Stephen Fry was perfectly cast as the voice of the book as well. I thought he was excellent.
I think what you're seeing with that, with things getting half done and stuff, is that's what happens when producers provide notes and they would say, move it along quicker, faster, less talking.
Yeah.
They say stupid shit like that. Like, what? No. Fuck you.
What? And then there was an aspect.
Movies? I mean, seriously.
And then there was aspects of it that I felt were over-Americanized, such as having the Vogons pursuing them through the whole fucking movie. In the original story, they are throwaway villains from the first part, and that's it. You hear about them occasionally, but they're not like a central focus of it. They're there, they do their thing, they move on. They're a construction crew. That's what they do. They do their job and they move on. And they're bureaucratic assholes too, who write really bad poetry.
Okay.
And then having a lead villain, John Malkovich is like the lead villain, also plaguing them through the whole thing. It was just so unnecessary. It seemed to me like they missed the whole point of the metaphysical nature of the story and what made it so interesting and funny and engaging and interesting. Did I say interesting twice? Well, it was doubly interesting.
Yeah.
So for me, there were aspects of it that I liked. Some of the visuals were pretty cool. Oh, Alan Rickman was terrific as Marvin. But the trims to the dialogue annoyed me. The truncating of the story and the over Hollywoodizing of things annoyed me. So I've only seen the movie once. I will eventually get it just for the completion's sake. But I will always prefer the original radio play and TV miniseries versions. I think they're the definitive versions of the story by far.
Okay. Wormhead asks me, Skin Slip bought room darkening curtains from Walmart a while ago, but it didn't do anything. What would you recommend to darken a room for movies? Okay, see, I have intimate knowledge of this. So, here's what you do. Take measurement. Measure whatever window you need to do. Go to the craft store. Go and buy the blackest, plainest black curtain you can find, and then you get 5 times the length of your window and 2 times the width. Okay, what you do is you make you sew them onto a curtain rod, and you sew it together so you make this really thick curtain. So you get really fucking hot in your room. But you want them so they don't move with a breeze, and you want them thick enough that it's going to capture all the sunlight. And you do that for your windows, and when you want to open them, you're going to have to pull them up back or take them completely down because they're going to be really thick. So you got to make sure you really want to do this. But this is the absolute best way to get rid of light in your room. It also helps cut down a lot of sound ricocheting, reverb from walls and ceilings because you're covering a good chunk of where the sound reverb's off with very thick cloth. You want to do a ripple pattern? You want it just very simple. It's not really a huge big deal. It's like, so what you do is you sew them on the curtain rod, and then you pull them out all the way the whole length, the 5 times the height of your I'm stoned. I'm really sorry. I'm explaining this terribly. 5 times the length of your window, and then you fold up repeatedly over and again until you get really thick poof curtain, and then you sew that bitch together. Done.
Or
it's really simple.
Or you get vertical blinds and hang a sheet over them.
That works to a point.
That's what I did.
Mine are nice.
And at least when it comes to screen glare, I don't have that problem.
Except in the middle of the day when the sun's right behind you.
Yeah, best curtains I've ever had for killing the sunlight, like not making it pitch dark, but at least satisfactorily dark. Were big, heavy vertical blinds that I had in my townhouse. There were ones that you would normally put over a patio door, but I put them over my living room window. And it did the job really well.
Because the sun does come through, and you guys do see it in the camera, but it doesn't create any glare on my screen. That's what I said, screen glare. See the sun through my screen. Not being the I am seeing the sun on my screen.
You can see the sun, liar.
Burmer has an even simpler situation. Just spray paint the windows black.
There you go.
And then when you need to move out, you get a snow scraper, and you just scrape the paint right off the glass. You spray a little disinfectant, or you can get rubbing alcohol. It just comes right the fuck off. You also get the window paint, black window paint, the stuff that's supposed to wash off. You can just paint the windows.
So, Junix was asking earlier about video game stuff. Any video game stuff?
Not this week. Nothing really new to report.
I just linked to.
Garbage Gamer isn't here. Sorry. It's because we're on so late this week.
I just linked to this Kickstarter for a game called Medora, which is very similar to the Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past kind of style gameplay. And it looks very fucking good. And I want it. And I hope that it gets funded. So, yeah.
If it gets funded, put on Steam, and sold for $5 so we can actually buy it.
Also coming out soon, Tree Simulator, Rock Simulator.
Awesome.
Rock Simulator, too.
I saw the Rock Simulator. Duncan was just asking if I've read all the Hitchhiker's Guide books. No, I've read the first 2. Yeah, I have not read all of them. I have up to Mostly Harmless, and you say there's another one called And Another Thing. But Douglas Adams has been dead for like 10 years. How can there be another one?
It was found in his possessions.
Even Salmon of Doubt was compiled from other things that he wrote.
It's like a short story or something. A small novella thing. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's short. It's usually in the giant compilation. I think you can buy it separate too, but. You know.
Well, I've got a collection of the first 4 books that includes the short story Young Zapod Plays It Safe, and then I got the hardcover of Mostly Harmless, and that's it. I used to have the 2 Dirk Gently novels, but I don't know where they went.
That strange guy has a question for you.
Who? Oh, that strange guy asked Sean, any tips for playing Dragon Age Origins?
Don't die.
Yeah, basically.
Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, it's so subjective. I mean, it has like 6 different opening chapters, depending on what kind of character and background you choose. You get so I mean, your game could be completely different from mine. Like I'm playing a good-looking male warrior, basically. So I'm kind of taking the warrior's path, and I've got a couple of mages. I got a mage and a rogue on my team. There's a tip. Make sure you at least have a rogue on your team somewhere, because you're going to need somebody who can pick locks a lot. You're going to want somebody with that skill, because there's a lot of locks, chests, and stuff. So that's my advice. Make sure you have a thief or a rogue, because you're going to need it. And a mage. I set my mage up as my healer, and then I send my warriors in. My rogue is also a really good warrior, so she can do lock picking and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's not as of interest to me. Other authors finishing the work of other authors. Duncan says, and another thing is written by Eoin Colfer with the blessing of Adam's wife and daughter to continue the story and tie up a few things, Doug.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Raggy. I gotta watch the Akira video while that's playing.
Jeter wrote.
Yay!
He's
The
back,
hell?
yay!
The fuck happened?
You were frozen.
Yeah,
Oh, I was talking.
I know,
I
right?
noticed.
When did I freeze?
I don't know, the last 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Right in the middle of what you were saying. That's when you froze.
What was the last thing I said? Where did I leave
I
off?
think you were still reading Duncan's question. Or his
Oh, god damn it. So you didn't even hear my answer.
Nope. No. You didn't.
Basically, I was just saying how I don't really have that much interest in works by other authors to finish works by other authors. So I'm not really that interested in something like that.
So you're not gonna listen, you won't read the last Wheel of Time book when you get around to it because it's by Brandon Sanderson instead of what's his face?
Yeah, but it's from his notes or something, isn't it? Like that's different.
Yeah, most of the time those things are from the notes. Yeah.
The dog voice says, since
I
you're
might-
talking about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I'm going to read the books right now.
Right this very second. I don't know. I might check it out at some point, but like by a similar token, as a huge Blade Runner fan, I have absolutely zero interest in reading those 2 Blade Runner sequel books that K.W. Jeter wrote.
The trilogy.
3. There's Blade Runner 2 and 3.
And a 4th.
Are you sure?
And they're no longer called Blade Runner. They just have their own names, but they take place in the Blade Runner universe.
Mm-hmm.
They've been that is the newest release. There's 3 books. That's
Oh, I see. You must have done another one because
I'm totally going to read everything that's ever been done related to.
No.
I was looking for them the last time we talked about them. I looked for them and I was like, I want these just for the hell of it.
User Don asks, Sean, have you ever seen the Pirates of Dark Water? Yes, I have.
Once.
I've actually only seen the original 5-part miniseries, or specifically the redubbed version that no longer used Roddy McDowell's voice. Yeah, I have like a fan set of the complete series. It actually is on DVD now. They released it as a manufacturer-on-demand release, the complete set.
Yep.
I will pick it up at some point. I do have the short-lived comic book series that was made based on it, all 6 issues. But yeah, I've always wanted to sit down and check it out because I mean, it looked like, Hanna-Barbera always was mostly known, I think, for their comedy stuff, but they would occasionally do like really awesome action adventure cartoons. I mean, Johnny Quest probably being the first big notable one, and they did, and then Pirates of Dark Water, of course, was huge as well, and. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about it because I haven't really seen much of it, and I haven't seen it in a long time. So I forget where I saw it originally. Either a fan sent me a DVD of it, or I had the I think I had the Laserdisc of the miniseries briefly, something like that. Yeah, Vermin says he was just about to mention the Blade Runner books. Oh, he beat me to it.
So I actually bought a bunch of comics today.
Oh, did you?
Sort of.
Anything good?
Online comics, basically. There's a Humble Bundle right now, Humble Dynamite Bundle, where you can get over 40 fucking comics for whatever price you want to pay. And it includes issues 1 through 4 of Cryptozoic Man.
What?
Cryptozoic Man, which you may know, the guy Walt Flanagan from Comic Book Man.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's right. They've done 4 issues of that now?
I guess so, yeah.
Hmm.
It also includes issues 1 through 5 of The Mocking Dead, 1 through 10 of Amanda Hawkins' The Hollows, A Hollow Land, 1 through 5 of Sherlock Holmes, Volume 1, 1 through 10 of Vampirella Masters, and 0 through 7 of Project Superpowers. So there's a lot of fucking comics here.
That's actually some pretty good stuff.
And you can pay whatever you fucking want for them. Also, if you don't pay anything, you can get a free comic right now, Miss Fury.
So Project Superpowers is by Alex Ross, the guy who painted the entirety of Kingdom Come.
The
it takes a bunch
amazing artist Alex Ross.
Yes.
Actually, if you pay $15 or more, you can get the Dynamite art of Alex Ross. So
awesome. So yeah, all he does is he plots the stories and he makes the covers. He doesn't actually write them, but he's the one who came up with the idea and the concept and everything. And it takes I think it's 6 Golden Age characters and revamps them to the people in public domain and revamps them for the modern age. It's actually really cool. I read it for a couple issues and I really want to pick up the trades. Fell asleep there. How long was I asleep?
20 minutes.
Damn.
By 20 minutes, I mean about 5 seconds. Maybe.
Really?
I actually didn't even notice you fall asleep at all. So.
Ooh, Mighty Number 9. The animated series? They're doing an animated series?
Of what?
Mighty Number 9.
Jennings says, hey Sean, got some news. Do you know of the concept game Mighty Number 9 being made by Mega Man creator KG Inafune? I can't pronounce that.
Awesome! I have no idea what that is.
Well, besides they're making the game, but Mighty Number 9 is also getting a TV animated series and already has a trailer.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I find it funny that it would have been Mega Man 9 that he scrapped. Now he's making a game called Mighty Number 9.
Yeah. This is what I was eating. Pirate cookies. Made with Kraft peanut butter. Whoa. Teddy bear peanut butter.
Oh.
And then I also had...
peanut butter. Not worth it.
Fuck you. Your pen is chemical-laden garbage. And then, of course, Chips Ahoy Middles. It's basically chewy chocolate chip cookies with creamy chocolate inside. I made sure not to eat all those because Rosie likes them.
We just called them with gooey centers, but we're just called their normal Chips Ahoy brand here.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being called Middles, they're just called gooey centered Chips Ahoy. But yeah, they're good. I like them.
Weird.
Just noting the different branding, yet literally the same cookie.
Cultural similarities and differences. It's fascinating. Fascinating.
In fact, I'm looking at the trailer for Mighty Number 9, and look, there's evil robot masters. Mankind. And a cute, super deformed character who wants to fight them.
Uh-huh. That doesn't sound like Mega Man at all. Sounds completely different.
He even has a gun hand. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it's water. It's a bubble blaster.
It's fucking Mega Man. It's fucking Mega Man.
Well, like apparently it shoots water, but it doesn't matter. The point is, it's still Mega Man.
So why is he ripping off his own concept exactly?
Because they were, was it Capcom who was Mega Man? They were going to, like, I guess take the project away, or like or leverage creative control on it, and he walked away from Capcom after like a 25-year stint there. Just walked away from it. So.
Wait a minute, Genix says there's a Sonic Boom animated series. I'm guessing Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, sorry. Dog Boy 112 asks me, what is my favorite Fourth Doctor story? Doctor Who. There's a few. Terror of the Zygons would definitely be right up there.
Wasn't that your first episode?
It was. Yeah, it was my first full episode.
Nice.
I can't think right now. It's been so long since I've seen a lot of them. That's definitely one of them. Actually, I like a lot of stuff from his first and second seasons. Like pretty much every story from his first 2 seasons, I would rank as a favorite or near favorite, because they were just so damn good. Like, I liked how his first season had basically a continuing story that ran throughout the whole season. It gave it a nice epic feel to it. And then the second season was like their gothic horror season. So they every story had something just ridiculously horrifying about it, and they were just really good stories. You know, I think it was really one of the strongest points of the series.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So Kenji Inafune, the guy who did Mega Man, also did Onimusha and Dead Rising. So he walked away from both of those, and he did some design on some Resident Evil. So he walked away from a lot of things. Yeah.
I really liked Onimusha.
Yes.
Onimusha! 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 That's not anywhere in the game. I just made that up right now.
Just now.
Right here, live! Yes, leave the page. Leave it. Go away. Go away. Onimusha! Onimusha! Alright, I have something to share with everybody. Some of you may have seen this making the rounds today. Let me just zoom in appropriately so that I can get it all on the screen here.
What's going on?
We're zooming in.
There we go. I'm zooming in on something I'm going to show you people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
There we go. So this is an article that appeared on Gizmodo today.
Oh, lovely.
And,
Clickbait. Awesome.
Well, this one it has a very honest title that I think it comes by honestly.
Clickbait is simply a title that entices you to click, regardless if it's honest or not.
Okay. Wait, why am I not seeing this on my list of things I can screen? Fuck, do I have too many tabs open? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on.
I don't know, I usually have like 30 or 40 tabs. So.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, I can close those, I think. Okay, here we go. That should be sufficient. Now, can you find it? There it is. Okay, here we go. Entitled, this is a Star Wars exhibition that's currently going on in Germany. And boy, I sure wish I could be there, because just looking at these photos from this exhibition, for the people attending it, it really must feel like they are in the world of Star Wars. I mean, this is really unique and a sight to behold. So here you go. Here we go. It gives me great pleasure to present the worst Star Wars exhibition ever. So let's begin here with this
God.
derpy astronaut
Why?
next to a kind
like
of
Astronaut for scale.
a bootleg,
astronaut for
a very large bootleg toy.
a very large.
Falcon.
Yes. So let's see what else this beholds. Oh, look, it's Luke Skywalker.
Who the fuck is that?
That's
Looks
just
like a homeless person.
It's like a store mannequin dressed up like Luke Skywalker.
Well, not even that. It's like not even Luke Skywalker. It's just like some things that vaguely look like they might be Luke Skywalker. Like it's some random poofy shirt and some hobo pants. I mean, Jesus Christ.
All right,
And
well,
a fucking and the $4 belt from fucking Target or whatever.
Go across the rope
His feet
there.
are white.
Hey,
No,
and
I
it
mean
looks
they're
like
literally white.
it looks like he's standing next to Gonk from the
That's just a trash can, I'm sure.
It's a trash. It's a trash can. They gave legs.
Oh god.
Oh, and here we go. Everybody's favorite droid.
That's the worst rendition of R2-D2 I've ever seen.
I want to know who the naked silver guy next to him is. Is that supposed to be
C-3PO?
C-3PO?
No, seriously, that is the most under-detailed fucking R2-D2 in all of history. That looks like
I know.
Cardboard.
It's like they got the panels and nothing on them. They're just blank
There's no
panels.
scale to anything.
The
The
bottom
legs are too
part
high on the
is
body.
Too fucking small.
And the
That's
middle
the legs are
leg.
too up on the body. Too high up on the body, and the little legs are shoved up.
Well, the middle leg looks like a Big Mac carton that's just kind of shoved under there.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
All right, let's carry on here. Oh, there we go.
Big Mac cartons.
From the classic.
What the fuck?
From the classic speeder bike scene when the Ewok stole the speeder bike, you know, it looked just like that.
Okay, I have to point out that is a Topo Gijo figure, not even a fucking Ewok. Topo Gijo, for those who are initiated, is a small mouse / hamster / rat that rides a small scooter. Not unlike that thing there.
Leave it to
Very popular overseas.
Leave it to Skinslip to know what that actually is.
I grew up on Topo Gijo because I lived in Belgium when I was a kid.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Looks like he's riding
I know.
Indian
That's,
motorcycle, too.
Is that an Arab guy just standing there and posing? Or is that
I think the one in the back I'm thinking is supposed to be a sand person, but it looks like some...
Looks like Zuckus, actually.
It looks like he's about to fall over. What the fuck?
He is about to fall over.
It's like some ant creature reject from a Roger Corman film or something.
Look at the fact that it's a mannequin with its foot taped to a plate. That's how it's standing. Just a fucking dinner plate with tape on it. Like,
hey, the backdrop with all the TIE fighters and stuff looks cool, though. I like that.
this is the worst exhibit ever.
There
It's like a rank. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Now, can we even tell what
Is
some
that
of
Ducky
these
from
are?
Land? Wait, is that little Korean thing Ducky from Land Before Time? What the fuck? What's he doing here?
So you got Yoda.
That's Yoda?
That's
It looks kind of like a lump of shit. I couldn't tell.
And that's what is clearly supposed to be Newt Gunray and Emperor Palpatine.
Are
And
you sure that's supposed to be Emperor Palpatine?
Who the
of Senator,
in the blue?
Senator,
Blue?
Senator
That's
Palpatine. Yeah, the blue.
Cthulhu.
His face does appear to be melting, to be fair. Oh, by the way, I like to point out that the only accurate mannequins are the ones that are officially Star Wars licensed, probably from like one of the fucking large-scale Sideshow toys. Probably what those two things are from.
Yes. Okay.
And everything else is just.
Oh, here we go. Good old Chewbacca.
Oh my god! No!
That is
Why does it only have one eye?
that is clearly an old Jane Fonda wig with a puppy dog face tattoo.
With an eyeball glued into it.
Are you kidding me? It is it. They pulled the hair back
Oh,
for it.
now
and
that
that's it.
that is sexy right there.
That's clearly not an official fucking piece of clothing either, because
Look carefully at the stormtrooper in the background.
it's getting weak in the knees, man.
What is he doing
He's
exactly?
falling to his knees. Worship Princess Leia.
And not only is that the worst stormtrooper costume ever, but he appears to have his hand under the armor there.
Oh,
Yes,
here we
he
go.
did.
And dramatic recreation of something on Tatooine.
That is just the fucking toy set. That is not recreation. That is the. I have that in the other room in box. That is just a toy set. I'm sorry.
Wow. There's the guided tour video if you go on YouTube.
Oh no.
But what I love is the photo reply comments. What the hell is going on with this suit? Kill it. And
Who turned out the lights?
someone says, hey, who turned out the lights?
God.
Bad Ewok on a speed bike is adorable.
Topo Gijo.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm too stoned for this. I really just got myself.
Yeah.
That right there is one of my favorite things.
The melon, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. I have that saved my Imgur account.
Chewie's seen some shit.
Through his one eye, yes.
Oh,
Is that? Oh God!
I know, man. The things I've seen, man.
Lady Gaga, you're welcome.
Is he rubbing one off for that slave mannequin? Oh my god! I remember this scene in the movie.
Oh, I just peed a little bit. Oh God!
There we go. Now that's an even better exhibit.
Oh my God!
what is he doing?
What's the guy in the garbage bag supposed to be?
I don't know.
Jabba the Hutt. It's supposed to be Jabba the Hutt.
The trash can has a sign on it that just says R2D2.
Right? And look at the Darth Vader. The Darth Vader's clearly wearing a burqa. What the fuck? Cardboard burqa.
Oh.
Eggs.
Oh my god. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is a mannequin's head with a wig glued on the front.
Yes, it is. Clearly.
Oh. So there's our random photo thing of the week.
Oh, Jesus.
That was amazing.
As soon as I saw that, it's like, that's our photo thing for the week.
That's what that is. I was so confused.
The speeder bike scene.
Yeah, I was like, why is he using a picture of Topo Gigio?
I remember this scene.
God.
Oh. I was looking at the comments, he's just all laughing and laughing and laughing. Glenn's like, oh my god, I'm pissing myself.
I can't stop.
To be 100% fair, I'm going to post a picture of actual Topo Gigio in the chat.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Actual Topo Gigio.
And that's immediately what I thought, because he rides a motor scooter and shit.
Oh, well, see, that doesn't look anything like that monstrosity.
I'm stoned.
How would
okay?
you mistake this for that?
No.
Like, oh my god. Here, let me.
Oh, I found the real picture of the scene from Star Wars. Here we go, guys.
Which? Hold on. Here we go. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Show these to everybody. There we go.
Oh god.
There's the original. So apparently,
oh god.
Apparently, for some reason, Skin Slip looked at this and thought immediately of this.
Okay, and I just figured it out.
What? You are stoned.
Okay, I just figured. No, I figured it out. I was actually getting things mixed up. It was Ralph Mouse. Is what I was getting mixed up with. Here's the link. That's why I thought of. Figured it out. I figured it out. Something else from my childhood.
Oh my god, it does look like.
Oh, there we go. Okay. See, that makes more sense. That's what I was
thinking of, Ralph Mouse.
Yes,
yeah.
The Ralph Mouse.
It's always there. Yeah.
It's that.
It's not exact, but that's why I thought of it.
Like,
I've always thought that was Topo Gigio. Apparently that's Ralph Mouse. So.
La 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 la. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh boy.
It's funny, Roth immediately after I posted that photo posted the same exact photo.
Oh really?
Of Ralph Mouse, yes.
Oh,
so I'm glad it wasn't just some fever dream that I remember. I always thought that was Topo Gigio. I was getting them confused, but Topo Gigio is the mouse in the. Anyway,
a different mouse.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
May or may not have ridden a motorcycle at one point.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know.
God. I don't know how we could top that now.
That is possibly the best laugh.
Story to tell.
Best laugh of Saturday Night Sandy in a long time.
At least since last week.
Let me tell this story.
Is it a public washroom story?
No, it's
I hope.
He doesn't use bathroom in public. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Since you actually work at a call center of sorts.
This is of sorts.
Find this interesting.
Of sorts.
Yes. This is from Tales from Call Centers on Reddit. This is something Tales from Call Centers.
Awesome.
And this guy says, so I normally don't do stuff like this, but it's too awesome not to share. I just got a call where a guy was asking about his account, and you can hear a little kid in the background asking, who are you calling? The man responds, I'm talking to the Ghostbusters. You can just hear this kid light up and get excited in the background. Me being a huge Ghostbusters fan, I felt honored myself. The man then puts the kid on the phone. I get to then answer, Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Awesome.
The kid goes nuts asking me questions and if I can get the ghost out of his closet. I played it off as long as I could till the man took the phone back. That kid's day was made, but mine was even more so.
Ghostbusters.
Awesome. Ghostbusters, what do you want? That's great.
There's your cue.
Raptor points out that it's the best laugh we've had since the I Broke Star Trek video.
Oh my god, that.
And I think that sounds about right. It's been a long time since we had a
That
really
one, that one just destroyed us all. Like that was.
That was the bigger one of the two. But yeah.
The hands just. It's like, oh, it's like, oh, cinematic fixed it. So broken.
The memory of that is so funny.
I know. Well, they were both, the guys playing it just were laughing so hard. Could barely function.
There it is. 12 minutes. I found the video.
Oh, God.
It went on sale. It went on sale during the Steam sale for $5. Still too much.
Oh god, the Star Trek Into Darkness game.
Yeah.
And, yeah, just wow.
Yeah. There really has yet to be a really good Star Trek game. I don't know why they just can't seem to make a good game based on Star Trek.
They did a few okay ones. They did
Yes.
RTS that was pretty decent.
Yes, there's
And they
been
had,
that
like,
and
Academy and a few other ones.
well, and there was like
So
the
few.
Star Trek 25th anniversary, which had the original cast,
Yeah.
voiced by good characters, and it was like a point-and-click adventure, which I think
Right.
that's a great idea. But
And it's just like there hasn't been a good Star Trek role-playing game either. Oh,
Yeah.
that's speaking of role-playing games.
Star Trek Online.
No, speaking of role, no, that's not that. Fuck that. Anyways,
don't say
I'm
that
talking
to
about an actual
Ronan.
pen and paper, actual pen and
Like a
paper
real
role-playing
RPG.
game. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, a tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
But to speak of that, D&D 5th edition, the new rules are releasing on July 26th for small retail stores like mom and pop stores, and August 4th for big chain. And they released the basic rules, which includes 5 starting classes and races, all
Yeah.
the spells, all the feats, so you can go and play the game. So
That's
they released that for free. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna be
free. Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to do I'm going to run the game for 5 lucky people. If you go over to the Geeky page on Facebook, I posted a comment about it, plus a link to I made a post about it with a link to the free download. Reply there. I'll get back to you with the form for you to make your character, because I have made a form so you can fill out your character so I can use your character stats on my end without you having to do fancy photo copying or extra typing and shit. So
Cool.
if you guys want to sign up, do so, and I will run the game for those 5 people.
So when you do it, are you going to do it like as a live stream kind of thing?
We're going to do a live stream using the dice roll in the chat room, so it'll be 5 people who get to come in on a hangout with me while I run the game.
Perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't imagine it's going to be more than 1 or 2 sessions. It'll be a short game to get a kind of feel of the new rules.
Yeah.
It's going to be new for me as for the rest of you. I'm familiar with D&D to an extent, but obviously the new edition comes with new enhancements and changes. So
Mm-hmm.
some
Cool.
of which are vast and some of which are subtle. So.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. Yeah, so get on that, folks. Get in on that action real quick. Only 5 spots. Grab them while you can.
Yep.
Oh. What did I watch this week? I already talked about that. Never mind.
Me and Justin watched this week. We watched Jugface, Coffee and Cigarettes, Devil Inside, Lars and the Real Girl, Zodiac, and Rachel Getting Married.
Rachel Getting Married? Like the episode of Friends?
No. Rachel Getting Married is a movie.
Oh, okay.
Sidney Lumet's daughter. Very good. The cover makes it look like it's some stupid romantic comedy, but it's actually this really deep film about a recovering addict.
Oh,
it's
that's cool.
Amazing.
Pleasant
it's really
surprise,
good.
huh?
Absolutely.
So did you go into it? Did you go into it expecting a cheesy romantic comedy and then were pleasantly surprised, or?
No, I knew it wasn't romantic comedy. I originally thought it was because of the cover, but then just reading the description, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a drama. This is gonna be some familiar drama. Right. I'm like, and I looked over. Yeah, it's a major train to Fieldsville. It's
awesome.
Very good movie.
I do enjoy the trains to Fieldsville.
I would recommend you actually see it, Sean.
I might have checked that out. Yeah.
There are so many themes of the movie that I was saying after watching it that if you were teaching a course on film, this would be an excellent movie to show, just to introduce people to the idea of how to read a film,
how to catch
things that you otherwise wouldn't catch. Because while they weren't necessarily cryptically hard to get, you know, they were still pretty artistic and pretty hard for the most.
Yeah, there's still it's deep, but it's not hard to grasp.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I would use it to show my students how you can take multiple themes and make them arch through a film successfully. You know, it's easy to do 1 or 2, but to do like 5 or 6 different running themes. Much harder.
Love actually. The theme was love, but they had all different things. Like all different types of love and aspects of love, which I thought was really cool. Like each story.
I love that movie.
Thing. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I see more to it every time I see it.
Another really good one, another really good romantic comedy that's just better than average is actually a movie called Serendipity, starring Ben Affleck and what's her face, Salma Hayek, I think.
Oh.
But I don't remember who the female lead is. It looks like this shitty, like romantic comedy film, but when you actually watch it, it's so much more. Much deeper film. It's great.
I see. So I
nice face.
Thank you. Thanks. I watched, well, as I mentioned earlier, for those who were late, I watched Jackass 3, Bad Grandpa, Jonah Hex, and Doctor Who: The Moon Base. Oh, and a bunch of episodes of The Simpsons Season 6. On Season 6 of The Simpsons now. About halfway through.
I'm on Season 3 of The Wire. I'm watching all of The Wire.
The Wire! Should mention, speaking of live streams, this week we will be getting back to the Transformers Generation 1, finally. We'll be doing, I believe, Tuesday through Friday?
It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but that's at midnight, so it's technically the next day over. So.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so it's starting Monday night. For 4 nights, we're doing 5 or 6 episodes of Transformers a night, and then we'll see how far we get. And then next week, we may do more Transformers. We may go back to Ninja Turtles. I don't know. We'll see. We're just going to kind of play it by ear.
So, folks, when you go to the schedule page, you'll see a clock. That clock is server time, Pacific time in America. So when the schedule says it's at midnight, you make sure it says midnight in that clock before you show up. Otherwise, you're either going to be late or early.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, we've had a few instances of people showing up at like midnight their time, or something, and it's 3 hours early. It's like, where are you guys? Hello.
Yep.
Yeah. You know who you are, you early people. You.
apparently, Silverline Playbooks is another one of those dramedies that just really is something more. So
I've heard good things about that one.
Ludo
Raz
says,
been shut about it for a while there.
Ludo says Love Actually is a fucking great movie. Period. Yes, it
Absolutely.
is. I think it's kind of underrated too, because I see some people give it shit without ever having seen it. Like they just seem to think it's some typical romantic comedy, and it is anything but.
Underrated. We needed some corrective speech on all of our parts. Underrated implies the ratings of critics. It actually was fared pretty well with the critics. So technically, it's not underrated. It's underappreciated is the word we're looking for in this case. It's underappreciated post-critic.
Underappreciated. I see.
Yes. Because it doesn't
Especially
shit
by
on
me.
it.
I didn't
Whatever,
really
you're just full of plot holes.
I am.
Actually, you
all
are
over your
plot
face.
I poop out my plot
Walking
holes
plot
in my face.
Remaker asks, Sean, when do you plan on playing the Ratchet & Clank games? I don't plan to play them. I will play them eventually, but there is no plan, per se. I don't really plan ahead very much with those, especially since I still have to renew my license on XSplit. So until I do that, there will be no Twitch of anything. But once... actually, Twitch is also becoming integrated with YouTube, so things will be further centralized onto YouTube. So I think at the moment they actually have something where when you go live on Twitch, it announces it to your YouTube followers, which is cool.
And puts the embed there too on your page, I believe.
Yeah, that's very useful. So there will be more Twitch integration. So it seems like a good time for me to get back into doing it when I'm sort of, we've unified all the chats and live viewings onto YouTube, so we're going to move all the Twitch stuff over as well. Which means finally we'll have some kind of game content on the Zarin Izarak YouTube page again, instead of having it all over God's green earth.
If that's true, we'll probably at some point be able to pick up the Twitch streams for Geeky TV. We'll have a lot better time getting shows for the show.
Yeah. So... yeah, so anyway, there's other games that I sort of have in the queue, as it were, before that. I still have to finish Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Pretty close to the end on that. I could probably wrap it up in a couple of sessions, I would think. Really want to play GTA 5, which has been sitting there on the shelf for ages. Also got Red Dead Redemption, also sitting on the shelf for ages.
It's such a good game, too.
I want to play both of those, and... what else? Actually, I want to do.
Did you finish LA Noire?
Huh?
Did you finish LA Noire?
No, not yet.
Oh my god! Finish it.
I got distracted by Dragon Age. I will get back to LA Noire, but also in terms of anniversary stuff, I really want to play at least some of the Transformers games, such as War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron at the very least. I wanted to do all the movie ones too, but I honestly don't know if there's going to be enough time. Maybe we'll see if we can squeeze them in somewhere. I don't think they're that long anyway.
Yeah.
They're what?
They're only a couple hours each. So
really? I might as well do them then.
It's like 5 hours at tops. You can literally do it all in one day if you wanted.
I will get them and I will do them. Just do a marathon day of Transformers movie games.
We'll just pop in at random points. You're doing terrible, and then leave.
You suck. Diddaloo. Fuck you.
Oh shit, you're such dicks. Leave me
all alone. Play this whole
At least in the chat love you for the chat. We're like, fuck you, Daddy. You're like, God damn it. I hate my wife.
So there's that, and then of course Halloween. I've got a few things planned for Halloween. I've got actually some PS2 games that I got through the PlayStation Network that I want to play on Twitch live at night in the dark. Specifically Fatal Frame 1 and 2, and what the fuck else? I got 3. What the hell was the other one? Got Fatal Frame 1 and 2, and
Silent Hill.
Maybe it was, it was Silent Hill. Yeah, I got the original Silent Hill.
I want to watch. I request. I demand. We are there for Fatal Frame. Holy shit! I will scream.
Nice.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! It's been a while since I've actually watched a scary movie, so I think he's forgotten the sounds I make during scary movies.
Well, and see, you know how I like to play scary games. It's like I take my time to walk down the hallway very slowly and build the tension even more. So, yeah, with Fatal Frame freaking you out as much as it does already, I'm sure that will only help to accentuate it even more for the family watching. Well, and see, I know basically dick all about the second one. I think I've seen a trailer for it, and that's pretty much it. I've never played it, so it's all new to me. The first one I played through a few times.
Did you ever play a game called Vandal Hearts for PlayStation 1?
I have heard of it. I've never played it.
Not a horror game, but if you find the money on PSN and it's on PSN, which I think it is, you should pick it up. It is an exquisite role-playing experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard it's good.
One of my favorite games I don't own. I really need to get a copy of it.
Oh, yes. Junix, thanks for reminding me. Mentions the Ghostbusters game, which I would definitely like to play this year because it's the 30th anniversary of Ghostbusters.
It's also short.
And the 25th anniversary of Ghostbusters 2. And because it's Ghostbusters, so I would definitely like
to do that. So you can do it in like 2 days. Yeah.
There you go. Carlatin says, everyone should show up for any of the scary horror games here, especially Fatal Frame. Wormhead says he never finished Fatal Frame. Yeah, I finished the first one. I finished the first one. You couldn't?
No.
The thing I like about Fatal Frame is, it's got just gorgeous graphics and atmosphere, and it scares the shit out of you. But also, it's like the combat system is not awkward per se. It's actually, it's doable.
Well thought out.
And it's interestingly unique. I like the idea of the camera being, how you fight the ghosts and stuff. And you can only see them while you're holding the camera. And you can move, but very slowly when you've got the camera up.
It's a really intense situation.
It is. It's great.
Even when you're closer to do more damage, but you don't want them too close because they'll catch you. And you're like, shit.
That's right. But the other thing I like about it is it's very puzzle-based. Like, there's a lot of, just wonderful mind-twisting puzzles and mysteries and stuff that you have to figure out over the course of it. And it's got a pretty good story as well, as I recall. Very chilling parts.
Roth says, "Oh, the Ghostbusters on NES? Nice."
No, Roth, no.
There is actually
Sorry, go ahead.
There is actually a reference to that game on the new Ghostbusters.
Is there?
You can see the end screen of it on one of the computer screens.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think I've seen a screenshot of that, like the little Easter egg.
For retro games.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sean. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, congratulations! You have played a great game.
And proved the justice of our culture.
Yeah.
That's right. So, proved with 2 O's.
If you're looking for live playthroughs of classic retro games, I believe I'm the only one who's going to do it for Geeky TV, but I'm going to start doing that on Geeky TV once a week for about 2 hours. So cool. I'm going to do some live gaming, cool. Whether it's retro or not. But for Halloween, since Sean's going to do a lot of his other games, I will do some retro games.
That strange guy asked if I'm going to get the Last of Us game anytime soon. The answer to that is no. I will be waiting for the PS4 version at this point. I figure I've waited.
You're getting a PS4?
I figured I've waited this long. I might as well get what will undoubtedly be the superior version. So.
Well, don't fuck it up in some way.
Yeah, it looks good from what we've seen so far.
Control somehow. Like, shit.
Raptor Rivera says a lot of kids these days pee their pants at Slender Man. If they only knew about Fatal Frame. Yeah.
Roboito.
Now, Junix says.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, Junix says, so does this mean you're returning to doing Twitch streaming soon? Yes, that's always been the plan. I actually didn't mean to be away from it for as long as I have. I'm kind of figuring out, it's just been kind of while I've been settling into the job and the new schedule and everything and figuring out the timing of, when it's best time for me to do videos and then kind of work the live streams in and then work the Twitch into that. So I've just been kind of feeling out the new life situation to figure out when I can most realistically do stuff. And I've just about got it all figured out now. You may have noticed my video output has gone up considerably in the past few weeks.
Nope, didn't notice. I don't actually watch the videos.
I know you're a dick. Fucking dick.
Fucking shit, what are you even here?
I thought you'd at least... Well, no, you haven't seen the movie yet, so... I was going to say, I thought you'd at least watch the Ender's Game one, but you hadn't seen the movie yet, so...
Yeah, no, I'm definitely waiting on that, because I want to see the movie.
Yeah, see the movie first, and then go back and watch the video, if you want to.
Yes.
But yeah, it's all starting to fall into place and come together now, so we should be getting back to some Twitch stuff. Should be getting back to some Twitch stuff fairly soon. I will do some solo ones as well, because it's good to mix things up. Just like I'm doing some solo screenings once in a while. Yeah. There you go. Solo ones, group ones. Oh, Sean, did you know about the new Godzilla video game? Yes, I've only been posting about it like crazy on the Facebook page. Yes, I know about it. Be on my Facebook page.
Well, I'm totally moving the internship to the top of my queue.
Yeah, I've shared it a couple of times. A couple of different news blasts about it. One was the original announcement, I think, and then there was a teaser trailer that I put up there. And the teaser trailer didn't really show much, and some people were all like poopy about it. It's like, oh, I'm not really excited about this. It's like, okay, it's a teaser trailer. They're basically just showing what the game engine looks like. Like, there's no real game there yet. Just fucking wait.
Yeah.
To see how it looks, like in terms of the mechanics and the size of Godzilla versus the city, and cool. I thought it looked good.
All right, so my top of my Netflix queue is Ender's Game and Jackass Bad Grandpa, so I can watch both of those. Right?
Nice. So you've seen Jackass 3, though?
I've seen 3, yes.
Okay. Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
I saw 3 in the theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you get to actually see it in 3D?
I unfortunately couldn't afford to do 3D.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
But you can see what I mean, though. Like, you remember... Like, a lot of those scenes, I imagine you were thinking, wow, that probably looks really cool in 3D.
I also saw Jackass 3.5. So.
Yeah, I still need to see that one. And Bad Grandpa 0.5.
Bad Grandpa 0.5 is, like I said, it's literally all the unused segments plus some behind the scenes, like how they did shit.
Yeah.
And what it's like to actually do this thing. So, like, they're talking about how they built a bunch of camera hides, and they're talking about the different ones they made, including this one's like a fucking trash can.
Yeah.
And a guy with a camera sits inside.
They actually show that one in the behind the scenes for the main movie as well.
Yeah.
And there's actually a girl camera person in there.
Yeah.
And you just see the tiny little hole, and they just open the lid, and like she's just bursting out laughing because you like see her just like crammed in there like a sardine holding the camera.
They're in there for like 7 hours, no bathroom breaks and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched that on Netflix the other day. It was good.
Yeah.
Laughed my ass off.
Yeah, I'll have to see that.
God.
Yeah, definitely, Ojinix. Ojinix says, I'll keep my eye on emails for you to pop on Twitch, which I hope will be soon. Yeah, it all depends on when I can renew my XSplit license. Ideally, I want to pay for, like, they have a 3-year license you can get. Ideally, I want to do that and just be paid up for 3 years, not have to worry about it. And then it's like $150, I think. Something like that. Yeah. It's like $30 for 3 months. So figure $150 for 3 years is actually a pretty good deal.
It is.
So, yeah. So I don't mind that. But, and I think it's totally worth it just given how powerful that program is. I have no problem paying that for
Open Broadcaster would be a good stopgap if you want to start before you could afford paying for...
I'm in no rush.
Open Broadcaster is really good. I like it.
I've waited this long. I can wait a little longer.
I think Open Broadcaster might be the second best kind of software.
It seems to be the other popular choice. A lot of people seem to like it. I like XSplit because it's just, I don't know, I find it a little easier to use.
It is easier to use, but you have to pay for it, and that's what you pay for. Yeah.
And it's got some nice slick features that I like. I like how you can dissolve between your things.
Open broadcaster can do that now too. So
I just use the simple dissolve, but it actually has a few different wipes you can do. I might play around
there's
with
all
that
the
a
Star
bit.
Wars wipes and shit.
There's a bunch of them, yeah.
Squiggle wipe. Like, no one should
Star
ever
wipe.
use. No one should ever use a squiggle wipe. Jesus.
So yeah, lots of good times coming. Lots of good times ahead. I want to pick up some of the, because I picked up the Rocket Raccoon and Groot book. I want to pick up some of the Guardians of the Galaxy ones too.
I am Groot.
Specifically the ones that are, the direct inspiration for the current movie.
It was the Brian Michael Bendis run, right? That you're trying to get?
Yes. There's a couple, 2 or 3 volumes of it out. So.
My favorite part about that is there's a big fucking crossover with all the space characters that happens in the middle of that, but it comes like it barely touches that series, so you don't have to worry about some intergalactic, spanning adventure that you're missing. You're like, oh, I missed one issue, which is that one crossover issue. Meanwhile, the rest of the series hit like 4 or 5 issues worth of crossover. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about like. I hate that you're no good story run. You're like, oh, this is a crossover, and now you get back to our story. But now I have to read the crossover, which is like all these other fucking volumes. And,
Well, I think it's time to call it a night, gang. It's been about half an hour. It's been about 2 hours. I need to get up early to pick up Rosie tomorrow. So, yeah.
Brandon too spoke.
I only get
speak right.
It's also this is the transition week where I transition back to weekends for my days off, which means this week I only get 1 day off.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, man.
Kind of sucks. Oh well. Fuck it. I'm gonna enjoy my day regardless.
Good. You do that.
Yes. Do fun things
with no worries in the world. Just hang out with your daughter.
Exactly.
You said it like Walter from Big Bus. Like, I'm enjoying my coffee.
Walter from what?
Big
Oh,
Lebowski.
Big Lebowski, yeah. Gotcha. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next time, and see you throughout the week with all the various things that we're doing. Yes, back to Transformers. Yay! And,
Yay.
Yeah. Alrighty. That's it from us to you for now, for this week. So until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
The duck gives you a blowjob for that job.